Hey there. It's November 11th, 2019. My name's Eric. I just want to do a recap of 2019 so that people and stuff can see what happened and where we are, because I don't take enough videos. So, forgive me, I still don't know how to do video editing, so you're just going to have to bear with me with all my mistakes. So, yeah, the start of the winter, it started out with winter. Of course, January and February was really slow. Of course, we're planning for the next year. We had really high hopes. Me and Emily planned our garden and everything. We planned for help. We actually planned to get more help this year, so we signed up to the Wolf Canada, Workaway, Facebook, Korokoro, all these different websites to hopefully get us into get us help for the season. And so with help, I don't have enough money, and I'm not planning on having a big enough farm to pay foreign workers to come work for us. It's impossible to get people from our country to work for us, because they always want way more money than they're worth, and they're not going to do as much work or enough work that is required, because they feel they're too privileged to do real farming work for the amount of money. So anyways, these WOOF programs are designed for volunteers to come in exchange for room and board and the life experience of learning how to work on with the earth. So Emily got our CSA ready, and we got that going. So we had a lot of members from last year sign up for that, and that was great. We got a couple new members. So I guess 2018, we had, I believe, 18 members, and then this year we had 21 members, I believe. So that was great. A couple extra. Gotta slide through this gate here. I just slid through there. Anyway, so that was fun. We would like to increase that for this next year, but we'll see how that goes. It's really hard to find people to want to support our farm and to support what we do. Now, so what happened? The season started, and we just got to work. So me and Emily just started working our butts off, and little did we know that absolutely no one would be interested in helping out on the farm. No one from any of these programs could make it. Of course, we got a couple people that were somewhat interested, and then of course no replies back and all those things, but that's how the internet goes. Let's see what we got here. Let's check out these cows for a bit. So that was our biggest thing. Our biggest setback was lack of help, lack of interest, even at the market. I would say for the past 3 years, or maybe even 4 years at the market, there's just been a lack of interest in Toronto for for people wanting to come out to the market and support their farmers and get to meet their farmers and challenge their brains to say, what do you guys got? What can I make with that? But so it's been really tough, and you can just see it when I go to the market. I can see it in people's eyes. We're waiting for our world to burn. We're waiting for Southern Ontario to start burning, and that's when we might actually get off our butts and start helping each other out. But anyways, that's me ranting. So we planted our crops, and most of the crops failed. We didn't even actually plant the whole garden because it was just me and Emily. We were just working so damn hard. We just worked our butts off, and I remember one day Emily came to me, we were just working our asses off, and she just started crying and just like, Eric, I'm trying so hard. What's going on? Like, she just felt like she was failing. And that's part of farming, is sometimes you just lose everything, right? And sometimes you just got to deal with that. You just got to press on. So that's what I told her. I said, you just, you're trying to hit me with her horn. She just wants to get pet. So I just told her, you know, this is just how it is. You just got to grin and bear. These girls, all these cows need us. They just need us to be there every day for them. This one here, she's pregnant. Aren't you, cutie? So, farming is tough, no doubt. I don't know how to get through it, and this year's been the toughest for me so far, and it seems like the government and everyone else wants to screw us over and just make life harder for us, but whatever. I know I'm better off than they are. So the other things that happened this year that were really great, we had six cow calves, which means female cows. So that was awesome. Jaspal came over. He's a Sikh farmer from India, and he's become a really good friend of mine. And he's been helping me build these flow forms, which is a water feature thing. Emily took a trip in the spring to Mexico, which she had a great time. Last year I was growing a light yam, or I started growing a light yam from root from a biodynamic farm from Germany, and that turned out really good this year. They turned out really nice, about 3.5 feet long roots we had, which was awesome. Yeah, it's paper. You like my paper? Mm-hmm. We went to more powwows this year. That was awesome. Yeah, the powwows were great because that's more or less where I want to start going to, because I think maybe the people in powwows will actually appreciate what we do a lot more than people in Toronto. We went to a lot of craft fairs, so with my sister being here, so my sister, she's up in, she lives up in top of this thing, and she's been here for about 3 years now, and her contribution to the farm is making crafts, so we try to do all these reusable products, plastic-free things, and those are doing quite well. It'd be nice to have more orders for those, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. We've been going to the Guelph Organic Conference, Trent University, and Loyalist College for, with the Learning Center, trying to get people into farming and into sustainable living and stuff like that. And of course, they're just like the farmers at the market in Toronto, where, not very much interest in those things. Lily has been awesome. We call her Chef Lily. So her office is actually in the bottom part of this building, and that's our kitchen. So she likes the kitchen. So she's been making great sauces for us. So I plant all the sauces and all the ingredients, and then since I don't have any time to be in the kitchen, and I'm not too good at being a chef, so she's taken on that, and she's making some really good sauces and stuff, and we're trying to sell those and share those with people. We've also had some educational workshops this year, which have been really good. There's only been 3. We would love to have more, but that's another thing that hasn't gone on too well. In the beginning of the spring, we set up a bunch of events, one class that was going to happen every other month for Introduction to Biodynamics. Absolutely no one signed up for that. So since then we've had 3 workshops that just were side things to that, and we did have a good attendance to those, each one of those. So one was Jonathan Code with aromatherapy. That was beautiful. Jonathan Code, thank you for coming out and helping us with that. And there's one of the little ones. No, you can't even see them, they're so dark. But she's there. You see a little one? Yeah, there's her mom right there. Anyway, so then we had Elise Pomerantz, and she did her thing on connecting with nature, and that was great. And, geez, you're tripping. What are you tripping? So, and then of course we did, Jaspal came by and he did his own little deal with talking about how he transitioned his farm in India from conventional to biodynamic. And he's now, well, he's been coming over here. Me and him have just been chilling a bunch of times. But now he's going to the East Coast and down into the States a bit. So he's going to be doing it more or less the same thing, telling people about his experience of transitioning to biodynamic farm in India. I really like Jaspal. He's a great guy. One day I can be like him. Just an old-time guy that's content with just spreading the good word. And but so that's a brief recap of what happened this year. I'm sure I'm probably missing a bunch of stuff. We did have some helpers come towards the end of the season, which was I guess it started in September. There we finally got some helpers. So we had 2 couples come, which was actually great. They did really well. They stayed for about a month and a bit. So that was quite nice. Yeah, here's some of the little ones. If you guys want to see some of the little ones, then maybe we'll call it. Oh, they're a little scared. Here they are. So here's our up and comings. So next year, hopefully things are going to be even better. We're looking to have a really good next year. We got one helper lined up, and she seems like she's going to work out just fine. So it'll be me, Emily, and Jessica. That's all we got for next year. If you know anyone that knows something about farming or gardening, ideally it would be nice to have a couple come and stay with us. Don't even mind having kids with them. I'm really tired of people from privilege that want to come and work here. It ends up becoming more work for me, and that's not what I need. I need to be able to be more free to help other people and help the earth out a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully do some planting this week. We've got our garlic in for next year, and hopefully I can finish planting my trees. So hopefully I'll be planting over 200 trees this year. And to this day, I've never had anyone buy any of my trees. It'd be nice to. I always get jealous whenever I see go to the Brickworks, and they say they get over $2 million of donations every year. And I just think, oh man, if I just had a little portion of that, man, I'd grow whole forests. That's what I want to do. But, you know, I guess I'm just going to keep struggling here, keep my head above the water. But thanks for listening. Thanks for your listening. We still don't have too much support, but that's okay. That's okay. These guys are my support. These guys are all I need. Eh? They're so beautiful. When I was a kid, I used to cry whenever I'd see a buffalo. Now I get to hang out with these guys every day. Thanks, guys.